Welcome back to the final episode of Turnabout Samurai. I thought it broke.
You do that every time.
Well, it's because it goes pitch black and I'm like, oh god, did the capture card fuck up it or something?
Every time.
There he is. Miles Edgeworth.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honour.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence.
Yes.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement.
In yesterday's session, the defense I'm very posh. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear.
Very well. Oh fuck, does that mean I have to deal with Mr. Salmonella?
I hope not.
So do I, he's fucking creepy! Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Oh, thank goodness, we're going straight to her.
Fuck!
Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez. I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes? I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here.
Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder.
Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay.
Right. You know, I need evidence for that, Maya. I can't just go, my psychic medium here knows you did it, blah, blah, blah. Get the fuck off me.
I'm sorry.
If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak.
Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you, right?
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all.
I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you?
The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with that monkey's head toppling over.
I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it.
Right. Nothing needs pressure on that. Press? Nothing else to that.
Yeah. Pressure on that, because, again, there's no bones.
Do you have someone who can verify this?
Sal.
No. I mean someone else.
One person is enough.
She committed a murder during that break. She wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. I had some evidence that proved she didn't eat that steak.
Well, Nick, find anything?
I kind of wish she'd said a little more.
It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said. Somewhere. I think it is the thing about the steaks, because...
It is, the plate!
Yeah, show the plate and see if that works.
Because that plate has a fucking T-bone. T-bone!
On it, whereas the ones in Studio 2 had none. So, present that fucking plate.
Oh, thank fuck. Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not! What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind.
Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak?
Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plate. The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor?
Meeting the Steel Samurai.
She was meeting with the Steel Samurai.
Oh my god.
Order! Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous?
What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it?
Yes.
Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I.
This is a chess battle.
We watched someone play the Miles Ace Attorney games and... ooh, the way they did it is fucking hilarious. Let's play some chess!
Any day, Vasquez.
Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear.
Yes.
I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon?
You couldn't.
Yeah. Well, what do you think happened, dear dragon?
I believe it happened the same way as 5 years ago.
And thus, she wouldn't have needed to use the spear.
Besides, the hole seems a bit too big.
Well, and even then, like with the evil magistrate costume, the most they probably did was stab through the costume.
Yeah. I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would.
Ha. You see.
Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case.
Meaning?
The samurai spear was not the murder weapon.
What?
What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. It's the spear itself.
Yeah.
Breaking the shaft has been mended with duct tape.
Yeah. How can it be used if it's got duct tape? It's just...
I present my proof. The so-called murder weapon.
Woo! But that is the murder weapon.
Not so fast.
Ooh.
Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through, but someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who's wearing a thick costume with this through the chest?
No one thought about that at the start, clearly.
Order! Order!
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence! I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane?
Are you even aware of what... I'm sorry.
Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell, what was? How was Hammer killed?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer?
Yes.
Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright.
Rude.
Very well. Let us see this murder weapon then.
I present you the photo!
Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs.
I'd say more partway down the stairs, but okay.
Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios.
What does this have to do with the current case?
Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it. See the fallen man in this photo. See how the fence post pierced him through the chest.
What are you saying?
Yes. What happened 5 years ago has happened again. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it, and she pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say.
In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago.
Precisely. Ironic, isn't it?
Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff.
You deny that what I say is true.
Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time.
Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body?
She must have had some other way. The van!
Yeah, the van. And, salmonella.
Yeah, so she had another way. She didn't do it herself.
What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands?
For instance.
Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. and there was a way for you to carry that body.
Interesting. Let's hear it then.
Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body.
Well, allow me to show you the van!
Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it.
Oh!
Recall your testimony. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume.
Oh. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget, it was Sal Manella who drove that van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator?
Of course he was.
Yeah.
Of course, Salmonella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There was no way Miss Vasquez could have done all that alone. Also, don't forget, they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue?
No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose, you win. It was fun.
I win? So, what happens next?
Huh?
Don't me? Don't you have anything to say?
What would you like me to say?
Huh? I lost, something like that.
I just said that.
Wait, so you mean... D. Vasquez, so it was you. You killed Jack Hammer.
Who can say?
Huh?
Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, you just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle? You proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer.
Right.
But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright.
What?
Oof.
Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts.
Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof.
Edgeworth isn't sure.
Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving.
What do I do now? What do I say?
Testify again?
What would be the point in that? I should just say the same thing.
But you can't... Oh. I guess just say something, because no further questions. Just gonna fuck off, isn't she?
Yeah.
Are you looking it up?
It's one of the two.
Well, I don't think you're gonna get penalised.
Are you fucking sure?
Yeah.
Fine.
You did it.
Miss Vasquez, you did it.
That wasn't a question.
Did you do it?
No.
Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? I'm not sure that question helped this court get any closer to a verdict. What do I do now? Testify again. I'd like you to testify again. Testify again.
Know when to give up, Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time.
Damn! To come so far only to fail. As it seems as there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Ms. Vasquez.
Oh, Dragon's surprised?
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth.
I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't.
I see. Very well.
Your Honor! I request that the witness testify again!
I just said that!
You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes.
Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Ms. Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about?
Well, yes, indeed, verily I say, ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body.
After they found the body. Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter.
Nick, why did Edgeworth...
Who knows? He probably realized she did it too.
But, wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that.
Edgeworth.
Well, he hates criminals. She's a criminal.
Okay, let's hear this fucking testimony.
I was with Sel and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. Why? But they're cancelling the show, so why would she need those?
Exactly. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Okay, Nick, we're close. Real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick.
Right. I agree. Why would she need her script and proceeding notes?
Oh yeah, because like
if there wasn't to be a rehearsal.
Right. Okay. So
no, think about it. They were going there for an action run-through.
Yeah.
That's why she'd need the script and proceeding notes.
Yeah. Why did she forget them? Press the bitch. Press her on that.
The script and your direction notes.
Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen.
No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes?
Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything.
Why?
There was a murder after all. You could think of rehearsing after that.
Oh yeah, I guess. Very well. Miss Vasquez, please continue. Objection.
Your Honor! I have an objection to the witness's last statement.
Huh?
Think. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio One. Thank God Edgeworth is switched on. Phoenix,
Yeah.
you fucking himbo.
Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth! What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense?
I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation?
I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me.
So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal.
Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason.
I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. He wasn't injured. Will was. Press!
How did you know about the injury?
How did I know? Sal. He told me.
Sal, the director.
You had to find something to peg this on her hair. Or everything we've done till now will be wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get it. So I think we should present the photo? Because she's
Where?
to the last statement. Because she would have seen the Steel Samurai limping, who obviously turned out to be Jack Hammer.
Oh, yeah.
You done fucked yourself, mate.
You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers.
What?
Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo, but that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers.
Pretending?
One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured?
I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong.
I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez? Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg, too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah. Was that aha or ah? Ah. When he was doing this...
Well, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume. And went to Studio 2, where he was murdered.
Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning.
Oh God.
Order! Order! I will have order!
Witness. Can you refute this claim?
Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez.
Very well. I have a question for you.
Why are the real killers always so persistent.
Because they don't want to be caught. Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing!
Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim?
What was Powers' motive then, guys? Jesus!
If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Of course I can prove it! Okay, I have proof, and I'll show it to you. I present to the court the evidence as to Ms. Vasquez's motive in this murder. It's the fucking photo.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's that one.
Go on.
It has to be.
Go on then.
This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Ms. Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With Dee Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently out for trial, it began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom.
His guilt weighed him down, no doubt.
However, you, Dee Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change.
Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate.
Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed Dee Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have?
Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine.
Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder.
She had no motive. If he was trying to kill her, it would have been self-defense.
She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense.
What's that now?
It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez.
What? What?
Your Honor? Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the steel samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then, Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill Dee Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years.
Ugh.
So, you did do it, didn't you?
Yes. I'm guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance! There's blood everywhere! We're too late! Ah! Miss Vasquez! What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No! No! How could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No! Manuel! Manuel! Don't touch him! Miss Vasquez! No! That wasn't very good. Please. Please don't die. Please. Manuel died. Rip.
Wow, so empathetic.
I did a good job. Leave me be. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again.
Whew. Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez?
In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever.
I see. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor.
Sorry for the hiccup. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle.
Yes. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers,
not guilty! Yay! Do they just have the confetti ready to just lob it?
That is all. This court is adjourned.
I don't know what to say. Thank you so much.
I'm just glad you're okay.
Yes, but it's sad. I know that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder, it makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Because you're the Steel Samurai!
Shall I show the evidence?
Yeah.
Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because...
The scrapbook.
It's because you were the Steel Samurai.
Because I was the Steel Samurai?
Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kids' show, and as the villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you.
I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him anytime. Aww.
I think you're missing the point.
Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over.
So am I. So am I.
Sorry, Maya choked on her own saliva. Congratulations, WP! Oh! Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Is something wrong? No! Of course not! Ah! Nick! Edgeworth! Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk.
Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth.
You don't waste any time gloating, do you?
You told me to say something! No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gone away if you hadn't stepped in.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. I watch the Steel Samurai all the time.
Liar!
Look at my office, right? You will see. You will see. Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings. You handsome man, you...
Unnecessary feelings.
Yes, unease and uncertainty. Mm-hmm.
Aren't those kind of necessary?
Oh, they only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix, right? Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Goodbye.
Beating up Scotty. He faded away like that!
Mr. Wright, why did your boyfriend disappear? What's that guy? Your friend? What? Friends? As if! They're rivals! Rivals! Right, Nick?
For now we are, I guess.
Tear rolls down his cheek. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me! What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? Not today.
And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids' shows again.
Yay! They did that one! Nick! This is it! The new show starts today. You're gonna watch it with me, right?
I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it.
You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant.
Fine. I'll do it.
Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. Dragon has her lips mashed together.
I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers.
The end!
Yay!
Will Powers became a pretty princess! Yay! To be honest, why not? Woo! We finally caught up to where you were before.
Kind of.
Well, we don't know how far into investigation you got. But at any rate, we've finally finished Turnabout Samurai. We hope you enjoyed. So, thank you for watching, like and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Dragon, please, take it away.
Please consider subscribing to our Patreon, becoming one of our lovely beans today. However, if that is too expensive for you at this time, please consider a one-off donation on our Ko-fi. Help poor T-Wench today.
Please, please do. I'm being cuddled, which is very nice. So, with that, I'm going to enjoy this cuddle. So, lime out.
Dragon out.
I have to leave the cuddle to turn off the fucking recording. No! You don't do me! It's all your fault.